Sholay is untouchable, but feels nice that even if there's a comparison, it's great. 22 years on screen, and then suddenly to come up with a film and a character that people say, wow, kind of acceptance is going to happen from day one to this level. That is, God is being kind. I wouldn't have much to say about it. I think Karan Johar would have little more to say about it. I was not going to move my film, no matter what. Not a week before, not a week later. Couple of years back, Salman would probably just say, okay, this is not it, and move on. He's finding ways to dodge, he's finding ways to take those questions. We are confident and we know we've got a quality product, but still, let's just wait for it to happen. Hi, this is Arbaaz Khan and you're watching BollywoodHungama.com.
We have with us actor turned producer Arbaaz Khan, with whom I have a grievance that he has stopped posting his fantastic jokes on Twitter. So we'll ask about that as well. First of all, Arbaaz Khan, pleasure having you on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
And first of all, why are you not posting those jokes, man? Why have you become so serious?
Now that, my film is ready for release, my entire concentration and focus is on the film. So there's that little time that I would engage in being on Twitter. Though maybe it seems that this is the right time to be on it, but actually I've really been off because of all the constraints and commitments and deadlines that I have to, achieve for the release of the film.
Amir Khan on Bollywood Hungama has said some wonderful things about, and it's not easy to get anything out of Amir Khan. If he strongly feels about something, then only he says it.
So I can feel the buzz around the film, and I'm really happy for Salman and the entire team, Arbaaz and, the director and everyone, that the film is so anticipated. Very, very mainstream, promises a lot of entertainment. It's something that audiences are looking forward to.
I think Anurag Kashyap has said recently that Dabangg has become the Sholay of our times. So how do you feel that...
Talking about Sholay, honestly, that's a very tall claim,
तुम अगर एक मारोगे तो हम चार मारेंगे. अब आएगा मजा खेल का.
Sholay is untouchable, but it feels nice that even if there's a comparison, it's great. And Anurag also would probably wish, because Abhinav is his brother. So these are all very people connected and positive things. But no denying that, the film has managed to get a very overwhelming response. There seems to be a great buzz and a curiosity regarding the film. Very prominent people, actors have, expressed their desire to want to see the film after they've seen the first look and the promo.
अरे हरामजादे से याद आया चौबे जी, आपके आदरणीय पिताश्री आजकल कैसे हैं?
जी ठीक है.
Then they've heard the songs. And to see Salman in the kind of light and avatar that he is in, it's looking like a very, very wholesome, entertaining commercial film. The kind of film that seems like people have been waiting for a long time. We are confident and we know we've got a quality product, and we probably will achieve that. But still, let's just wait for it to happen.
Quality products. So Arbaaz Khan, the actor, he has finally turned the producer. We can see that. We had met Arbaaz, I think, much before the promo had released, and now we're meeting him, it's been almost, I think, more than a month now. What has been the journey like?
Right from the inception of the film, from the time the film has started, till the time it was complete, I was very, very confident, and I was very, very excited about the film. Somewhere in my heart, I knew that I was doing something nice. I was doing something with Salman that was interesting and different, something that people may not have necessarily seen him. He's been a star for the longest time. He's been 22 years on screen, and then suddenly to come up with a film and a character that people say, wow, after such a long time, he can still deliver. So that little pride, I would say that, with my first production, I've managed to do that. When you work hard on a film and then that 1.5 minute or 2 minute promo or first look is going to do that, you kind of be very sure about what you want to do. So there was a lot of intent in the promo. It's not something that has happened accidentally. We designed it, we worked at it, we were quite sure how we wanted to present the film. If I tell the people right now that my cast also includes actors of the caliber of Vinod Khanna, Dimple Kapadia, Mahesh Manjrekar, Anupam Kher, Om Puri, Mahi Gill. You don't see them in the promo. So we were quite sure as to what are we hitting at and where are we going with this thing. What is the kind of look we're going. And fortunately, we have achieved that. the kind of reaction or the kind of acceptance is going to happen from day one to this level, that was, that is God is being kind.
Let's do some producer talk with Arbaaz Khan. How many prints are you coming out with in India and overseas?
A lot, looks like. I think it's probably going to be one of the biggest releases of all time.
What is the number?
I can't tell you right now because it's still a week to the release of the film, and I would say about 250 prints overseas as of now, and about close to 600 prints in India. That is just prints. With UFOs and digital screenings could be another 1,000, 1,100. So about minimum 1,700 screens. What I'm made to believe is that it's probably going to be the biggest release ever. Before this, I think Three Idiots was. In India, we'll achieve that. Maybe not in overseas. Overseas, I think Three Idiots had close to 400 prints. But in India, either we will be as much or more than Three Idiots. So that's quite an achievement, yeah.
Salman Khan's last few films, Wanted was a huge success when it came to single screens. It created like say huge records.
एक बार जो मैंने कमिटमेंट कर दी, उसके बाद तो मैं खुद की भी नहीं सुनता.
Same with Veer. It opened very well in single screens. There has been this perception that Salman has a huge pull when it comes to single screen centers, but the multiplex is a bit of a question mark. Do you agree with that? Especially when it comes to Dabangg now.
As far as Salman is concerned, I don't think that is a problem. I don't think there is a kind of a demarcation that, Salman's films are only watched by single screen audiences and his films are not watched. Maybe the kind of people that watch films in multiplexes, they like a certain kind of films. And maybe Salman has not been associated with those kind of films. It's got nothing to do with Salman. It's probably got to do with the recent choice or the kind of selection of films that he has done. And so that's why there would be a conclusion that maybe Salman is restricted to single screens and his films are restricted to that. But I'm quite confident that, my film, I think I'll achieve multiplex audience, and because there is interest levels that has been generated, even the class audience. So we will have a very big multiplex release this time around.
Certain films which came with a lot of hype and they had a lot of money riding on them. Like I'll give you the examples of Kites and Ravan, which was sold at a very, very high price and they bombed like big time. So what kind of pricing do you have for Dabangg, and how do you think is it economical in terms of viability for you as a producer and the distributors and everybody else?
It is an expensive film. Action films generally are. When you do an action film, it's much different from a regular film. There is a cost in this film. Plus, we took a lot of time. Aram se humne film banayi hai. As far as where the price is concerned, I can assure you that this question can be answered better with my distributors, who will probably feel that at this point in time they are sitting on something nice and they are sitting on something safe, to say the least, and hopefully their investors will be happy. Numbers, that's what really counts. A film can be very cheap and still not make money, and a film can be very expensive and still make a lot of money.
There is this perception in the market that Dabangg is such a film that everybody is intimidated by it. We've been just reading stories about it. We Are Family was supposed to release along with Dabangg on 10th September, but it pushed back to avoid the confrontation with Dabangg because the perception is that it will be kind of riding big time. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I wouldn't have much to say about it. I think Karan Johar would have little more to say about it.
Having a single film on Eid, do you feel good about that?
Of course. Whether we managed to do that because of the kind of film that we are coming out when somebody feels threatened, but at the same time, everybody makes films with a lot of hard work, and they don't want any one film to suffer. I wouldn't want my film to suffer. Similarly, the producer who makes a film doesn't want him to suffer. If they believe that having a clean run, which is very necessary, that there is no opposition, it kind of is good for a film. I couldn't move my date. Let's be honest, maybe for this film this time around I couldn't move my date because I was very sure that it's the kind of film that should come on Eid. It's the right time, and so I was not going to move my film no matter what, not a week before, not a week later.